Hey, Soul Family. Welcome back. I guess I should say I'm back. Gonna do some new things, try out some new things, and see where that takes us. So, welcome to the White Forest, a place of healing, clarity, and soul remembrance. Today I'm just gonna do a collective reading. Not coming in with anything, just gonna see what we get. And gifted some new oracles and decks, quite a few by the universe, just by happenstance, so I took it as a time, as a reminder that I should come back. Let's step into the forest together, shall we? May we be protected by the powers of the angels of Michael, gifted healing by the powers of the angel Raphael, granted balance through souls such as Siddhartha Gautama. May we find the outline of what we need to know at this time. So I have this new deck called Sacred Geometry, and it looks like the outline of what we're seeing right now is isolation. Let's see what that is about. If the outline is isolation, what's at the center? What is at the center? The need for adjustment. Right. And at the bottom of the deck, we have express. So the way that I read, at least I'm reading now, is we use the sacred geometry to outline what the energies are around us and what is going on. Think of it kind of like astrology. It gives you a map, so you kind of know where you are, but obviously when you're in a forest, a tree may have fallen, there may have been a mudslide, so things can change. Another new deck I got was the Crow. Some of you may be familiar with that. Let's see what that has to say about our more personal side of what's going on at this moment. And I'm also working on getting the website back up so I can offer services again. I think I was just at a point where I needed a break from all of this, but it seems as if God and the universe is bringing me back, so I'm here this time. Alright, so how do we make our magic and find our power? Looks like the Magician and the King of Wands at the middle of the story. So let's see how we make our magic and find our power. Even in isolation with a need to adjust, we must express. Let's see what we get here. Nope. Right. The Nine of Swords. You're loved. When I am tapping into whoever I'm tapping into, you feel the pain of the blood spilt. I actually have no idea if that is literal or figurative. I can see that the isolation is coming from this nightmare you've been living. And it feels like you've lost some investments, and that's requiring a lot of adjustment. And it's saying to express. That's okay. Sorry, I don't even know if I showed you all the cards. Ace of Pentacles reversed, falling under adjustment, and the High Priestess reversed, falling on under express. I'm going to ask for one last card if there's anything else we need for the primary message, and that's no. But we do have the Two of Cups, so I'm here with you, I guess to help guide a little bit. So here are the pairings. We have Isolation and a Nightmare. Came out first from each deck. We have Adjustment to some type of loss, or investing in the wrong place, or with the wrong person, or being in the wrong place where something of value, most likely more connected to physical home, place, seems to have been lost and is requiring adjustment. And then I see the High Priestess. So normally being in your intuition, knowing exactly what you need, where to go, and trusting that intuition is upside down. So you seem to have lost faith in your own ability. But it looks like being under express. There's something about this that you need to express or share with the masses, because it seems as if you've become dependent on something. Is this a relationship? Sorry, I it's been a while since I've read, so I couldn't tell if this was. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's not easy, but do we have any advice for the collective? Remember, this doesn't have to actually be a love romantic partnership. It could just be a close partnership of some sort. Although with the Knight of Cups, which is literally the teenager of romance, aka Romeo and Juliet, I think maybe it does have to do with love. Oh my gosh, new cards are so hard to pick up. Look, if you've been in indecision, you're going to come out of it. And you'll find love again. Didn't expect that to be a love reading. But I guess you became dependent on that foundation they were providing, that sense of security that they were providing. And you really don't want to hear all of this. Part of it just came from you having too many options that you couldn't really decide. And sometimes, I can say this with my own experience, those things that feel like they destroy you, they're building your character, who you are. When you trust that you're loved, that you're worthy of all of the things that you're searching for, you'll be able to overcome once again. Because the funny thing is I see previously you were caught up in all of these options, but then you had to walk away from all of those cups you invested, looking away from everything you put all of that into, all that love, all of that care. But believe me when I tell you that wish fulfillment is on the way. What it requires is for you to actually let go of the dependence that you placed in someone else outside of yourself. Because the thing about it is, whenever we fill up someone else's cup before we fill up ours, we tend to give more than we're supposed to. We tend to give more than the universe has permitted us to. And at times, we then experience the karma of giving too much. I guess somebody doesn't want me to say that, but that's the truth. And in the end, I see it turning out the exact way you want it. The thing is don't hold in everything that's been weighing your heart down, all of the spilt milk, all of the ways that you invested before. Leave it, make anew, and express that if you need to. Because right now you're at a crossroads. The only thing that's really needed is for you to step forward, and it looks like have a little faith. I'm not saying put faith in someone other than yourself, I'm saying have faith in your process. Have faith that things can get better. Have faith that if you plan, if you follow your heart, then you will end up where you need to be. Is there any advice as to blockages that are making this harder to do? I mean, if it is about love, I understand. Yeah, the heart wants what the heart wants. Don't let your mind get in the way. It looks like you've invested a lot of time. You love this person deeply. The thing is there's something better for you. There's something better for you on the horizon, and you just have to stop tricking yourself. It looks like you've already gotten over some things that you weren't sure about, and you already know that you need to adjust. But I would say keep moving forward, because you do have assistance, whether you know it or not. Any final messages? Wow. Okay. Something is coming for you very slowly. You just need to gird your loins, okay? So that means hold on to what you have. You lost something big. So right now, collect, heal, really be gentle to yourself. I hear the negative self-talk. I would say I love you. Go to the mirror and say it to yourself right now, that I love you. You are worthy. And it can feel really foreign, but do it. Because sometimes stranger love can seem really real, and that person doesn't even know you. So if you look at yourself in the mirror and you feel like you're a stranger, put yourself on the other side. How many times have you seen somebody going through something and wished that you could help them? If you have to step outside of yourself to see yourself and step back in, just do it. Point is, I don't even know if that made a whole lot of sense. Just hold on to the wealth that you currently have, whatever you have. Don't worry about the things that you lost. Sometimes they aren't meant for us. Because if you have patience, there is someone, a black horse on the way. Okay? Yeah. I also will say, even for my own life, it happens that way. It really does. It's if you can detach from grasping for things and just appreciate as they come to you, as they arrive at you, in your presence, in your reality, things get a little bit easier. And I know that's easier said than done, but this is the Monday reading. I'm not sure if there's anything else that needs to come out, but I'll just keep doing these, and it's been a minute, so I'm just gonna keep reading. I guess right now I'm not exactly in this mode, but I also feel like it must be talking about me as well, because normally whatever you read for other people to some degree is playing itself out in your life. So, 9 of Pentacles. Know your self-worth. And know when to step away. You don't have to fight with people and be that hurt person that hurt somebody else. If you step away, you'll gain your self-worth, and that thing that you've been wanting, that person, that sense of stability will be back, because 9 and 1 make 10. So you'll have your legacy. You just have to be patient. And remember, you are worthy. All right, so new deck, new way that I'm doing this, working on my website and all that other crap. But if you do want a reading, just email me and we can go from there. other than that, signing off for today.